Hi, I'm Joyce, and this is going to be basically my first booktube video. So I apologize in advance for the major awkwardness. Now, it's going to be a wrap-up video, as you can tell by the title. And I read 3 books this month, which I know is not a lot, but I'm not that fast of a reader. I'm working on it. I started out with The Immortal Rules by Julie Kagawa, and I gave it 5 out of 5 because the world, the characters, everything I could think of was written beautifully. The beginning, it wasn't a slow beginning. I mean, it was an average beginning for the lengthwise. It was done very well, though. Like, the characters, they kept their, they acted the way they were supposed to, as they were described. They didn't go from, like, saying that the character is rough and tough and then go all soft. No, they stayed a lot the same, especially for Allie, who is the main character of this book. And basically, in this book, the plot, which I don't want to give too much away, but it's basically Allie, she's a fringer, and she's trapped in the New Covington walls, which is a vampire, which was taken over after the red lung disease spread, and it wiped out most of the humans. So, to ensure their protections, the vampires decided to, who existed before, but they were down low, not a lot of people knew, blah blah blah, and that gave them the opportunity to rise, and now they're in charge. So Allison, she hates the vampires, she despises them, and she's not registered. If you're registered, you're promised food, you're promised health care, to the best abilities you can, but you have to give blood, so you're basically the vampires' toys, their pets, their food supply. She doesn't like that, so she decides to be a fringer with a few other of her friends. Basically, the back says, what if having a chance to save humanity meant becoming what you hated and feared most? So, obviously, you can probably tell what happens. She dies, and she gets turned into a vampire. And we're seeing her story of what happened after that. 5 out of 5, definitely, like I said. After that, I couldn't take a break. I had to go to The Eternity Cure, which is the second in the series. I don't know how many books are going to be in the series. I think 3 because of the name of the next book, which is not out yet, and it unnerved me a lot. But in this one, the back says, how do you face the end of eternity? So, long story short, she meets her love interest in this one, but she drops him off. When I don't want to give too much. Never mind, I'm just gonna let you guys figure that for yourself. I can't say much about this book because then I'm giving away what happens in that book, and I don't want to do that. But this one left me at the end of the book. I closed it, looked straight forward, talked to myself for about 5 minutes, hyperventilating, and then I ran in my sister's room at 1:30 in the morning and vented about how I felt about this for 45 minutes. If that says anything. Oh, and also, cliffhangers. Man, cliffhangers. Why? And I have to wait an entire year for the next book to come out, which is kind of stressing me out a little bit. But that's okay. 5 stars, definite. Last book I read this month was The Poison Princess by Kelsey Cole. And this one, I was going to give it 4 out of 5 because it had a really, really slow beginning. So I was just thinking the entire time, this is at least a 4 out of 5. But the ending was, like, amazing. And I just couldn't bring myself to give it 4 stars. I'm kind of soft when it comes to ratings, so I'm sorry about that. Basically, how can I describe this? Evie, the main character, she's like the popular girl, but she talks to everybody. She's the nice popular girl in the school. and she has her perfect boyfriend and blah blah blah. But she's, ever since she was little, she's for a while she started seeing things, and she couldn't tell what was real and what was fake, so she thinks, like an illusion. And she ends up finding out that she has a much bigger destiny. Like, she thinks there's hallucinations, but along the way, and then a flash, basically, the, what's the word again? Apocalypse happens, and most people die, obviously, but a few survive, and she's on the road to go find her grandma at one point, is one of the main points, and it says that she meets others on the way, like her, who have different kinds of gifts. So yeah, at the beginning's kind of slow, but if you give it a chance and you push through the first 100 pages, it's a very, very worthy read, and now I can't wait for the next one, which is apparently coming out on October 1st. So yay. And I'm currently reading, I should have gotten more prepared, The Forbidden Game by L.G. Smith. Honker of a book. And I just started it, so I'm only on page like 50. But so far I'm enjoying it. This is obviously going to be on my TBR list of of October. I can't wait to see what happens. So yeah, those are the books I read in September. Sorry for the very shitty quality. I don't know how to edit yet. I have to work on that. And when I figure out how to edit, I'm going to edit all the blank stares that I did. But anyway, hope you enjoyed my first video. I hope it wasn't too boring. Oh, and little tidbit. You guys were sitting on my bookshelf. Right there on top of my favorite books. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm Joyce, and subscribe if you liked it, like the video, your traditional information. Thanks. Bye.